Hi friends, Mindy here. I have a process video for you today. I'm going to be working in my little journal here. I got this journal from Angela at Maker Mom on Instagram. She has recently started another Instagram page as well where she's listing her journals that are for sale. She does have an Etsy shop too, but I will try to remember to link her Instagram pages down below. She made this beautiful journal, and I have another video where I kind of flip through everything and show kind of just a process of working through it. And today I'm just going to be doing a couple little pages in here. This is a really, like mini size book, as you can see in comparison to how big my hand is. So I'm just kind of going through and just trying to find a page that inspires me. I have a few different things on my mind that I want to include in this journal today. There's some scriptures and things that have been going around in my head, and so I'm just kind of trying to find a good place to get so that I can get all of my notes and things that I want to get down and get my thoughts out into my little journal here. So I have this. I'm just kind of going through, and like the different textures and things of these papers are what really are interesting to me. So I think I'm going to, at this moment, I think I'm going to be working on this page. It just has a really great texture. It's not a vellum. It's almost feels more like a parchment paper. And so I'm pulling out some vintage items here that I have. These actually came in a, I think it was Your Creative Studio, possibly, subscription kit a while back, but this is actually like a little sticker that's made to look like a vintage piece of paper. So I came to the back side of this, and it had lines on it, and there's a scripture that I want to write out. So I went ahead and just wrote this out on the back of here. This is a little bit difficult because the book is a little lumpy, but in the end it works okay. And then I have these rub-ons from 49 in Market, and I just thought I would include them here. I've put some throughout the book in other places, and so I just wanted to put this butterfly. So I just cut out what I wanted to do, and then I'm just rubbing over that with this little tool that comes with it. And then you just kind of peel the backing and the rub-ons. I love rub-ons. They're just a really great way to add some visual interest and texture, and these rub-ons work so well. I'm really loving them from 49 in Market. So I just wanted to add a little something to this next page because it's just a hymnal, and so I didn't want to detract from the page, but I just wanted to add a little bit of color. And then I wanted to just write out the word strength because it's this verse that I wrote out there. And so I also have this page. This is a book text, and I thought that this sticker would look really good here, so I'm going to create a little cluster on the front of this. And so I just stuck this one down, and I'm going to just layer some pieces. There's a scripture. She has tucked some goodies in one of the pockets, and the scriptures that are on here are kind of going along with my thought process for today about the Lord being our strength, and there's really nothing too hard for him, and you were just facing some kind of difficult situations right now, and it's just kind of trying to remind myself of these things. So I want to go ahead and put this little card on here. I like these two colors together. And so then I'm just going to go and pull out some Tim Holtz ephemera. I cannot remember which set these came from, but these are just some pieces. And I'm just going through, I have them in this little case and pulling out a few things. I liked that world map there, or the United States map. And then just going to try to find some pieces that will coordinate. I thought maybe this butterfly. You can kind of see me just rummaging through here trying to find some things. In the end, I found this little black and white photo of this family and their car, and then I added that little round label just so that everything wasn't so linear on this little cluster here. And I'm just kind of holding it down with my finger while I decide if there's anything else that I want to use or layer in here, and then trying to keep everything in place. And I'm just going to use my Bearly Arts precision glue, and I glue all the pieces together first, and then I adhere them all down to the page as one thing. That's just kind of an easy way to do that when you're layering a bunch of little elements. And I just held that there for just a minute, making sure that glue was going to keep everything down. That sticker had a little bit of a shine to it. And I thought I was going to write something on there, and then I realized that like it just was not going to be enough room to write what I wanted to write. So I took the page behind it and I just created a little pocket. So I just put glue down the two sides. These pages were roughly the same size, and so I just created a little pocket here for myself. And I'm going to use a Tim Holtz journaling card, and I just am going through a few that I have pulled out that kind of match this journal. And I found one that has this little bicycle, and it's got like some dot grid on the back. So I'm just writing some thoughts on the back of that, and I'm just going to tuck that here in my little pocket. And then on this back side, I also wrote out another couple of scriptures that I wanted to remember. One is from Psalm 27, and I had this one that it says note to self, and this is Jeremiah 32:27. It says, behold, I am the Lord, and there, is there anything too hard for me? And so like sometimes I need to remember that there really isn't anything too hard for him. So I loved that I put that on this note to self thing. Just, sometimes I just need reminded, And then I put the Psalm 27 verse, I think it's 27:5, on this other card. And I just basically created a little pocket with the first card. And then I tucked the one that says note to self in the background. And then I had this little butterfly. I just glued it just in the middle so that the little wings would still pop up. And I put that over in the corner. I'm not tucking that one journaling card in quite yet. Just wanted to make sure it was going to be dry before, I didn't want it to get stuck down in the glue. And then I want to do something with this journaling card. Just I would like for it to have like a pull tab or something on it. So I'm going through some of my fabrics here. I have this lace. This is actually like half of a piece of lace. And I thought maybe I would add this to the card, and I just didn't like that at all. So then I have this, this is like sari silk. And this is similar to what Angela used for the closure of my journal. So it's like the same, it's a very similar color and everything. So I felt like it would go in the journal pretty well. And I'm just putting it in a very specific spot, and then I'm going to staple it. I'm kind of having to pull it close to me. I want to make sure I wasn't like stapling through a word that I had written down. And then I am pulling out one of these Tim Holtz number strips to kind of cover up the staple, just to give this a little bit more interest too. So it's not just, a piece of ribbon stapled on the front. So I stapled it there on the left, and then I'm just going to glue the rest of it down. That way I just have a little way to, get it out of the pocket just a little bit easier. And it added a little interest to the card as well. So that is just going to tuck down in there in my little pocket that I created. And that is pretty much it. I do have this piece of lace, and I thought, well, since I have it, I might as well just put it somewhere. So I went ahead and back to that one paper that I was looking at earlier, and I just glued it down, and this will just be here the next time when I work in this journal. So that's kind of how I work in some of these junk journals that I have. I just kind of do, random pages, whatever I'm just feeling for that day. I don't necessarily work chronologically, like from front to back. It really just kind of depends on the journal. Sometimes I do that, but I'm not in this one. I'm just kind of starting a page or adding a little bit here or there as I go through it. So anyway, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. That helps other people find my channel. And until next time, bye.